Unit 2, DCA, Reactions and Chemical Equations. Number 1. How many total atoms are in the compound C8H9NO2? A, 20, B, 19, C, 5, D, 4. Question number 2. How many atoms of aluminum are in the molecule of magnesium aluminum oxide, Al2MgO4? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on the answer document. Question 3. 3C6H12O6. That's glucose. How many atoms of oxygen are in the 3 molecules of glucose? A, 6, B, 18, C, 24, D, 72. Number 4. Barium nitride is an orange-yellow solid. The equation below represents a chemical reaction that occurs when barium nitride is added to the water. Barium nitride plus water yields barium hydroxide plus ammonia. Ba3N2 6H2O 3Ba OH2 2NH3. How many atoms are represented in the products of this equation? A5, B9, C20, D23. Number 5, H2Br2 plus 2Cl2, 2HgCl2 plus Br2. How does the chemical equation shown above demonstrate the law of conservation of mass? A. The volume of the reactants and the volume of the products are the same. B. The mass of Hg2Br2, Cl2, HgCl2, and Br2 are all the same. The number of atoms of each type of element in the reactant and products are equal. D. The number of compounds in the reaction and product are equal. Number 6. Propane is a gas commonly used as fuel for engines and barbecues. When propane burns, it combines with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. An incorrectly balanced equation representing the burning of propane is shown below. C3H8 plus O2 yields 3CO2 plus 4H2O. Why doesn't the chemical equation shown above follow the law of conservation of mass? A. The molecule H2O is not represented on both sides of the equation. The number of oxygen atoms is not equal on both sides of the equation. The number of hydrogen atoms is not equal on both sides of the equation. the number of carbon atoms is not equal on both sides of the equation. Number 7. Which of the following chemical equations shows the total mass during a chemical reaction stays the same? A, 2Na plus 2H2O yields NaOH plus H2. B, 3Fe plus 4H2O yields Fe3O4 plus 2H2. C, 2C2H6 plus 7O2 yields 4CO2 plus 6H2O. D, 2NaOH plus MgCl2 yields 2NaCl plus MgOH. Number 8. Students performed 4 investigations in which they combined a white solid substance with 4 different liquids. In this investigation, the students combined the solid with liquid in a test tube and recorded observations in the table below. Which investigation does not show evidence of a chemical reaction? Number 1. The color of the solid turned white to bright yellow. Number 2. The solid substance settled to the bottom of the test tube. 3. The temperature of the combined substances decreased. 4. The solid substance could no longer be seen and bubbles formed. Which investigation does not show evidence of chemical reaction? 1A, 2B, 3C, 4D, 4. Number 9. A student conducts an investigation in which he mixes a white powder into a clear liquid without adding heat. The student's observations are recorded below. Initial substance: solid white powder, clear colorless liquid. Observations after mixing: clear colorless liquid, no white powder visible, lots of bubbles formed, liquid became colder. What is the best explanation for what the students observed? A. The white powder dissolved into a clear liquid. B. The liquid is boiling and turned into its gas form. C. The gas bubbles are a new substance that has formed. D. The white powder and clear liquid did not chemically react. Number 10. Students conducted an investigation using steel, wool, and water. The students poured 100 milliliters of water into a beaker, then added a silver-colored ball of iron to the water. Next, students observed the changes that occurred. Fe, H2O, clear water. Silver-colored ball of iron in clear water. Fe2O3, solid red particles floating in water. The students inferred that a chemical reaction occurred. What evidence best supports this inference? A. The water remained clear in color. B. The iron changed shape. C. The temperature decreased when the iron was added. D. A red solid substance formed in the water. Number 11. A student conducts an investigation on the reactivity of metals with copper sulfate solution. The student places 10-gram samples of solid aluminum in the test tube containing 15 milliliters of copper sulfate solution and a 10-gram sample of solid silver in a different test tube also containing 15 milliliters of copper sulfate solution. Both samples of copper sulfate solution are at room temperature. The student's observations are recorded in the table. Test tube 1. Aluminum and copper sulfate solution. Bubbling occurs inside the test tube. The temperature of the liquid increases. The liquid changes color from blue to colorless. The metal changes in color from a silver color to a reddish-brown color. Test tube 2. Silver and copper sulfate solution. No observable activity takes place. The temperature remains constant. The liquid remains blue in color. The metal remains silver in color. Which statement is supported by the student's observations? A. A gas is produced in test tube 2. B. A chemical reaction takes place in test tube 1. C. Energy is released from test tube 2. D. The substances in both test tubes reacted chemically.